Welcome back, children. In the previous class, we had seen the relationship between Khushwant Singh and his grandmother. We had seen how they had become good friends and how she used to accompany him to the school where he was studying, because school and temple were nearby, and she used to, in the temple, he was taught alphabets and scriptures, whereas his grandmother used to sit inside the temple and she used to read scriptures. And while returning back, she used to feed the village dogs with stale chapatis. Okay, stale, I told you, it's the yesterday's chapati, that is the day before it's prepared, that is stale chapati. Okay. Now, I told you that the next day onwards, we'll see how a turning point brings about a change in their relationship. So, here we start. When my parents were comfortably settled in the city, they sent for us. So, when I told you, when he was just a young child, okay, a small child, his parents had left him with his grandparents because they had to go and work in the city. Now, when they were comfortably settled in the city, they came back to take away Khushwant Singh and his grandmother from the village. That was a turning point in our friendship. So, turning point, from there started a change in their friendship. A change started coming into their friendship. Although we shared the same room, my grandmother no longer came to school with me. So they shared, likewise, in the village also they shared the same room. Similarly, here also they shared the same room, but there was a difference. Here his grandmother never accompanied him to his school, whereas in the village she used to accompany him to the school. Because the reason was, let's see what the reason was. The reason was that there was a bus, school bus. I used to go to an English school in a motor bus. So the school was English medium school, and he used to go by motor bus. That is bus, the ordinary school buses that you have. There were no longer dogs in the street, and she took to feeding sparrows in the courtyard of our city house. So there were no longer any dogs whom she could feed, because she used to feed the village dogs on the way to the temple, right? But here there were no going out, no street dogs, nothing. So she started feeding the sparrows. Sparrows are small birds actually, and they used to come in the courtyard. She started feeding those sparrows in the city house. As the years rolled by, we saw less of each other. So as the time started passing, they saw less of each other, means it may be only during night time, during sleep, that they met each other, because now the study time started increasing for Khushwant Singh. There were lots and lots of work to be done. So there was Khushwant Singh never got time to sit beside his grandmother and talk with her. For some time, she continued to wake me up and get me ready for school. For a little while, for few days, she used to get up early in the morning. She used to wake him up, get him ready for the school. When I came back, she would ask me what the teacher had taught me. Now, this was something very different. So, generally, mothers do it. Grandparents, generally, they are least bit bothered what is taught. But here, this grandmother was very curious to know what was taught in the school. So, she would inquire. I would tell her English words and the little things of Western science and learning, the law of gravity, Archimedes' principle, the world being round, etc. This made her unhappy. Please underline this and keep. So these were the whenever she inquired about what was taught, he would tell her about the English words taught, then about Western science, gravity, Archimedes' principle, and that the world was round. So all these things made grandmother unhappy, because she never thought that these were the things to be taught to a child. Child should be taught religion. Child should be taught how to behave in the society, not all these things. This made her unhappy. She could not help me with my lessons. So before, grandmother was the person who used to help this Khushwant Singh with his lessons. But now things changed. Okay, now Khushwant Singh had to do his work on his own. Grandmother could not help him. She did not believe in the things that they taught in at the school, at the English school, sorry, and was distressed that there was no teaching about God and scriptures. So this was the ultimate thing why she was annoyed. She thought these were the Western science and all these things were not to be taught. Okay, what should be taught was the teachings of God and the scriptures, which was not taught in the English school. She was very disturbed. One day, she was very disturbed. To her, music had lewd associations. So he also told her that he learned music at school. So for her, music was something very bad. Okay, not concerned, not to be learnt, in fact, not to be learnt by good people or the aristocrats. It should be learned by low people and those bad, whom we consider as what the outcast. Okay, so those people should learn music, not the gentle people or the good people. It was the monopoly of the harlots. Harlots means prostitutes and beggars, and not meant for gentle folk. It was beggars and harlots that those people should learn music, not common people. She said nothing, but her silence meant disapproval. She rarely talked to me after that. So she knew there was no use arguing, there was no use talking about all these things, but she stopped talking with Khushwant Singh. And this silence meant that she was not happy with this situation. And after that, there were very few times when she really talked with Khushwant Singh. When I went up to university, I was given a room of my own. The common link of friendship was snapped. So, when he went to the university, now schooling was over, he went to the university for higher studies, he was given a separate room. And the common link between the grandmother and Khushwant Singh, what was it? The room that they shared was stopped. Now there was a stop or a barrier between them, a big barrier, the difference in the room. My grandmother accepted the seclusion with resignation. Seclusion means isolation. So she accepted her isolation or her parting from me with resignation. Resignation means withdrawal. She withdrew from everything. She rarely talked, she rarely met with anyone, she rarely did anything that she enjoyed. She rarely left her spinning wheel to talk to anyone. So the whole day what she did was she used to spin the cotton on the wheel. Spinning wheel, I hope you know. Okay, धागा बनता है उसमें. You make thread. Okay. From sunrise to sunset, she sat by her wheel spinning and reciting prayers. So the whole day what she did was she sat beside the spinning wheel and recited prayers. Remember the inaudible prayer. That is what she did. Only in the afternoon she relaxed for a while to feed the sparrows. In the afternoon, after lunch or something, she used to relax herself by feeding the sparrows. While she sat in the veranda breaking the bread into little bits, hundreds of little sparrows collected around her, creating a veritable bedlam of chirping. So these birds, when she used to sit in the veranda and feed these birds with bits of bread, they used to collect around her, gather around her, and they used to make a confused chirping sound. Okay, bedlam means a confused sound, noise. So it's confused chirping sound, loud sounds. Okay, some came and perched on her legs. others on her shoulders. So the sparrows had become so friendly with the grandmother that some came and sat on her head and some on her, on her leg. Some came and sat on her leg and some on her shoulders. Some even sat on her head. She smiled but never shooed them away. Shooed them away, fly them away. Okay, drove them away. It used to be the happiest half hour of the day for her. This time when she used to feed the birds, this was the time that she enjoyed the most. So, children, today we'll stop here. Now, the next stage starts where again differences come in them. Okay, we'll do that tomorrow. Thank you. Have a good day.